Hello everybody, my name is Classical101 and welcome to Binge Watchathon. You know, there's a lot of great movies and TV shows out there, and some of them have run for many seasons. That's why in this series I'm going to be binging some of the longest running TV shows and giving you my thoughts on them season by season. And with The Defenders only a month away, I thought it would be a good time to do a retrospective of sorts on all of the Marvel Netflix shows. That means we're going to be binging 2 seasons of Daredevil and 1 season apiece of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. Let's get into it this week with the first season of Daredevil. Daredevil is a really damn fine little show. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. The characters are complex, unique, and fleshed out, with an engaging story that has some very memorable twists and moments. The basic plot is, when Matthew Murdock, played by Charlie Cox, went blind as a child due to an accident involving chemicals, the rest of his senses got super heightened, and now, as an adult, he's become a vigilante trying to clean up the crime-ridden Hell's Kitchen. This leads him to blows with the big bad of the season, Wilson Fisk, played by Vincent D'Onofrio. Matt Murdock also works during the day as a lawyer, helping to uncover the conspiracy so that at night he can take down the proper bad guys with the law on his side. Well, kind of on his side. He's still a vigilante, but he just has legal proof that they did the bad thing. He's backed up by a nurse named Claire Temple, his fellow lawyer Foggy Nelson, and his receptionist Karen Page. So that's the basic plot, and it's a pretty good one. But now let's take a deeper look at our characters, starting with Matt Murdock. Matt is charismatic and just a little smarmy on the surface, but when the show digs deeper we see his real struggle of dealing with his religious beliefs that clash with his vigilante alter ego. Foggy Nelson is a loyal, funny, and kind person who gets put to the test in the cutthroat world of law. His bond with Matt is also a highlight of the show, and keeps it cemented when slogging through the plot and legal jargon.
Watch out, everybody! I'm blind Matt Murdock! Whoa.
Most people just say, Matt Murdock.
I look like most people?
If it wasn't for him, the actual plot episodes of Daredevil would be hard to get through, but because of his chemistry with Matt and Karen, the show was a lot more enjoyable in its more plot-driven moments. Speaking of him and Matt, the episode Nelson vs. Murdock, where he finds out Matt's secret, is one of my favorites. Karen Page is their first client and eventual secretary. Karen plays a key role in the series as the driving force that gets Matt into investigating Fisk's organization. She also ropes in journalist Ben Urich, who is another great character that we don't really have time to get into here. Basically, he's every stuffy old journalist, except he plays the role very well. Claire Temple appears as Matt's vigilante nurse who patches him up whenever he gets beat up too bad. Which happens a lot. As for Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk, I don't want to give away too much. He's complex but easy to understand. He's awkward around people, but he has his charms. He's also intimidating and scary as hell. All in all, one of the best Marvel villains period, MCU or otherwise, and I hope to God Marvel uses this character more. Maybe in Spider-Man Homecoming too? So those are our characters, and there's some pretty damn good ones. The series gives them all something to do, introduces them in their own time, and fleshes them out well. So in short, amazing character work. So, what's bad about this series? Well, there's only one flaw that I can see, and it's not even technically a flaw. This isn't really a superhero show, per se. It's more of a crime-action hybrid. So if you're going into this looking for a Captain America or Iron Man substitute, you're not gonna have a good time. If that's what you're looking for, I suggest you check out the shows DC has to offer. One last thing before I wrap up though. As I said, this is a crime action show, and the action is tremendous. It's well shot, well edited, easy to make out, and incredible to behold. It is easily some of the best action to come out of the MCU. Period. So that's Daredevil, a show about uncovering criminals through the power of the law, beating their asses in amazing action scenes, all wrapped up with great characters and an incredible villain. So yeah, I liked season 1 of Daredevil. It's such a well-made show, on every level. The writing, the cinematography, the acting. It's one of those shows where you get really sucked in. And while you know it's not groundbreaking like The Wire or Breaking Bad, while you're watching it, you could swear it's better than any of those shows. So that's the first season. I give it a 9 out of 10. I suggest you all check it out right now. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get on to the first season of Jessica Jones. See you guys next time on the next Binge Watchathon.
A man is dead, and my client, John Healy, took his life. This is not in dispute. It is a matter of record, of fact. And facts have no moral judgment. They merely state what is, not what we think of them, not what we feel. They just are. What was in my client's heart when he took Mr. Prohaska's life, whether he is a good man or something else entirely, is irrelevant. These questions of good and evil, as important as they are, have no place in a court of law. Only the facts matter.